So Crazy Penguin gave us the glass, and now I started adding tinted glass over top, limousine glass. Not very happy with what it's giving me as an image. It's maybe too dim, but then the sun's too bright in the center. I'm gonna have to wait for the 14 glass. Guys, you all know what a conjunction is. Well, usually further than the sun, the planets will align with Earth, the moon, and several other planets. Tonight, um, NASA talks about the conjunction, inferior conjunction, meaning Venus will be between Earth and the sun. Now, mark my words, hurricanes, earthquakes, could be another big one, an 8 or a 9 around India. We see it every time these darn planets align. What are we looking at right now? To the left, in my video, I keep seeing this spot that was not moving. It was along the sun. Took a photo, guys. This, now listen, I say in the proximity of the sun in this video, meaning from where I am here in Quebec, Canada, I see it to the left. It looks to be further out from the sun. If the sun is 93 million miles away, ladies and gentlemen, this object is massive, but it doesn't mean it's beside the sun. It doesn't mean it's going towards the sun. It could be crossing the sun. It could be following the sun. This is an X-ray shot of it. You'll see the celestial planet or object on the left there, dimly, but it's present. You can see it. This is run through a color editor, a good color editor. It's live with my Fujifilm at 1,000 millimeters. I'm filming the sun from a far distance. Well, it's from 1,000 millimeters in. You'll see as I get in, and it's a test because of course I'm testing. I'm trying through a welding glass. It's going to take a proper filter for the sun. Now, guys, we're going to go see that celestial object that's in the proximity of the sun. I know I'm going to get some people coming on this video saying there is no planet beside the sun. I never said that. I said that I'm seeing it from here, that as I'm looking at the sun, it appears in the photo to the left, in the live video even, and while I'm zooming up on it, while I can clearly see that it's a celestial object and that the sun is either closer or further away, as this object could be further away, or it could be crossing across the sun too, like many planets do. It's the first time I start filming the sun, so obviously I'm going to start catching all these satellites and objects going by them, right? Okay, with that said, let's go see the surface of this amazing celestial object that I found beside the sun. Another possibility, of course, is that it has been coming in this direction towards, I didn't say at, towards us, in the vicinity of the solar system, of course, and towards Earth or the moon, but maybe was blinded behind the sun that we could not see it, and that now that it's surpassed the sun and entering the solar system at one point, it maybe will, and maybe now we're seeing it. I don't know. It's just trying to use common sense and seeing this. It's the first time I ever see anything beside the sun in a photo, anyways. So much going on beside the sun that people aren't mentioning. And there are a lot of people out there mentioning it way before me. I mean, I'm like the gazillionth person to find something beside the sun. I swear to God. See the little star or light that's there to the right, left of the sun on the bottom? And this object looks like a small planet, actually. Or it's an celestial object that's losing, that has a lot of dust particles around it. Either way, it is in the proximity of the sun.
It could be further out of the sun. It could be passing the sun. There are many transits, planets pass in front of the sun. This is not something uncommon. It's something very common. I'm not trying to scare people and pass this off as an asteroid, but it's one hell of a size. And to show up close to the sun like that, I don't have enough sun experience to tell you if it's been there all the time, but we'll start to know because I'm going to be start look to look at the sun constantly, and we'll be uh, reading everything that's going on around it. Now, if this planet is in front or in back of the sun or transiting it, we just don't know. It could be very normal that it's there. And don't forget, these this picture was not completely post-processed, meaning the spectrum of our eyes cannot see color in space because of the way our eyes are. Our DNA, it's in the DNA, it's the way we are. And obviously, the light emanating back, this is why we see the sun very bright and white, because the same thing happens to a camera. When it takes a picture of deep space, of nebulae, you will get white clouds, but the clouds are not white. Once you post-process these photos, the color comes out. Why? Because of the spectrum of the eyes. So, but people are not understanding when you're looking at photos of the moon, you're not seeing any color because the photos are not post-processed. There are various things that happen when you are looking at surfaces of these celestial objects, and I'm not kidding you. Your eyes do have to adjust, and your eyes will not see anything but blur at times. Um, don't stick your head too close to the screen. You have to sit back while the video is playing, and at times watch it in full screen, but also watch it in smaller screen. You know what I mean by bringing your window down, because the view I have here might be very different from some of your views, but there's ways of fixing that. So adjust your monitors by just backing your eyes up, pausing it, staring at the photo for 20 seconds, just backing it up a minute and restarting. And I promise you, you will see an entirely different surface. Once your eyes adjust, you'll be amazed and you'll be able to spot as you continue to do this. See, now I see towering objects myself, but it's hard to see. You might have to go back because your eyes will show you an opaque surface until your eyes adjust. Now, you guys all know what UFO means. It's just simply an unidentified flying object, whether it be a plane, a broomstick. If it's flying, it's a UFO. Now, here, sunrise, the sun's up. I'm outside, guys. I'm following this object in the sky with the sky totally lit. It's daytime. You're not seeing it now because I'm sort of in space with my 1,000 millimeter zoomed out camera. There, I'm zoomed back out. It's daytime. There is a sphere in the sky over my house. I'm in the street by myself. Of course, no one's there, right? I'm trying to show someone, does anyone see this? It's daytime, guys. I was filming the last star every morning like I usually do. Well, I guess it wasn't a darn star, but I'm not kidding you. Look at this object leaving. I'm filming it live March 3rd. And hey, not many comments on the video that I posted. Look it up. It's a UFO spotted on March 3rd. I got it. And it's on my page. It's an unidentified sphere floating in the sky. Now, watch this. There, in focus. What the heck? It's it's going over my house. I'm by myself in the street looking for neighbors to try to show someone this, and of course I'm always alone. Always alone. One last time, you'll see it here. Zooming in. This is far out, guys. I'm now into space. It's dark there where I am, and I'm filming this object. And watch this. It's starting to move. One last time, we'll see it here. So I zoom in to get it in focus. Beautiful sphere, light emanating from underneath. I'm like, what? And it's gonna clear off over my house. I couldn't continue to film it. I was late for work. So you see, whatever this object is, they've been there for hundreds, maybe thousands of years, probably even longer, watching us, probably protecting us. We got to stop thinking negative and stop thinking that if an alien species would exist, we got to stop imagining these horrific monsters or green aliens with antennas. Hey, we got animals here on Earth with antennas, and we're thinking aliens don't exist. I mean, sometimes we just overlook things, you know? Aside from having to think out of the box and never ruling anything out, keeping an open mind, you have to really look at something in detail when you're looking at something. Analyze things when you walk into a room or when you look at the sky, and don't just look at the room. Maybe remember the scent, cracks in the walls. When you analyze things, you start seeing things that people don't see at all.